Hello again, magnificent art students. It's your artsy art teacher, Miss Freels, with another awesome lesson. Now, the last few weeks, we have been learning about Frida Kahlo and about how she was able to share her stories and her feelings through her artwork. And we have also learned how we can share our stories, how we can share things that we like, how we can share our feelings through our own individual artworks. So this week, we are going to continue to learn about different ways that art can help us express ourselves. So welcome to week 21. Colors can show feelings. I have my awesome drum today. Very cool. So did you know that colors can actually help to show feelings in our artwork? It's true. Today, I'm going to show you a few slides to explain this, and then we are going to have a lot of fun creating an awesome piece of art. Are you ready? Me too. Let's go. What are warm and cool colors anyways? Remember that color wheel? Remember way back in week 8 art lesson, we learned about this basic color wheel. So we can use the color wheel in many different ways, as you know. But another way we can use it is when we split it down the middle, we can separate warm colors from the cool colors. So warm colors, as you can see from the color wheel, are red, orange, and yellow. And the cool colors are green, blue, and purple, or violet, we can call that as well. Warm and cool colors. Let's review that really quick. Warm colors, ooh la la. Cool colors, ooh-wee. Warm colors like reds and oranges and yellows are often associated with fire and sun, and they suggest warmth. They make us feel warm or remind us of warm things. Cool colors like green, blue, and violet, often associated with water, the sky, and spring, suggest coolness. They make us feel a little bit more cool. Cool colors are said to be calming. Warm colors energize. When we look at a piece of art also, cool colors appear to recede, while warm colors give the impression of being closer. Let's see if we can find the warm colors and the cool colors in this piece of art. Yes, that's right. The warm colors are in the center, mostly around this beautiful sun. The warm colors, the oranges and the reds and the yellows, and that's right. The cool colors are located more at the bottom and around the sides of this painting. The cool colors, the greens, the purples, and the blues. Cool colors can also be used in art to show sadness. One of my favorite artists, Pablo Picasso, had a series of art pieces called the Blue Period. Pablo Picasso's best friend died, and he was very sad for a long time. For 4 years, most of his art was created using cool colors to help express his sadness. In contrast, one of my favorite contemporary artists, her name is Erin Hansen. She is known for expressing her love of the outdoors through vibrant landscape paintings. Look at this one. How does this painting make you feel when you look at it? Do you feel energized or excited? Maybe even happy? Are these warm or cool colors? Definitely warm colors. You're right. Look at all the beautiful reds and oranges and yellows. Today, we are going to create a piece of art, of course. Half of it we will use cool colors, and half of it we will use warm colors. A sun and moon portrait. Fantastic. Let's get started. Okay, as in most of my art lessons, when I am involving something that is learning how to draw something, you all should know by now, I like to practice on my whiteboard. The reason for that is that I can practice, I can make mistakes and erase easily on my whiteboard. And then when I finish on my whiteboard, I will feel much more confident and safe about doing the same drawing on paper. And then after I do that drawing on paper, I can add colors and details. So today I'm going to be using a few extra tools to help me create the circle in the center. Remember, we're going to do half a moon and half of a sun face. Half of the paper is going to be using warm colors with the sun, and the other half is going to be using cool colors with the moon. Now, some of you might just feel comfortable drawing a circle right in the middle. But if you're not comfortable drawing a circle, circles are not the easiest thing to draw. I suggest going into your kitchen and finding some kind of like lid of a jar or a cup, or like I have this little Tupperware set. I could trace the lid of the bowl. I could turn the bowl upside down and trace around it. I could also use just a regular cup. I could hold the cup down, hold it tight, and trace around it to help me draw my circle. For right now, I think I'm kind of liking the size of this particular lid. So I'm going to use this to make my circle. Let me set the rest of this stuff off to the side. So we're going to start. Our whiteboard is horizontal. It is not vertical or tall. It's wide. And if you're starting off on paper, some of you would rather use paper. That's fine. Please make sure that your paper is horizontal, and make sure you start with a pencil. All right. The job of this hand is to hold that circle down pretty tight so that it doesn't wiggle around when I trace. So let's just get right to it, okay? Hold that down as tight as we can. I'm going to put my marker up against the side of that circle and do my best to trace around it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, art is not perfect, but a pretty good start. Okay? Once you have your circle, it could be a little bigger or smaller than mine. Doesn't really matter, does it? And if you drew it all by yourself, perfect. Once you have your circle, I'm just going to go ahead and make a line. It can be wiggly or straight from the top of the circle to the top of the board, and from the bottom of the circle to the bottom of the board. That little thing gets in the way. That's just a little screw in the board, just so you know. Because now I can remember half of my board, half of my paper, half of my drawing is going to be a moon, and half of it's going to be a sun. Now, you can do this in so many ways. I'm going to show you a few different ways. So please, 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 just for a minute, just watch Miss Freels. Just watch me, okay? And then you can decide what kind of shape of a face you like best. Okay. Moon, sun. Watch me first. I am just going to make the shape of a moon on one side like that. Now, I can simply just keep this shape. I can add a nose to my moon like this. Just watch me for a minute, because I'm going to do a couple different things, okay? I'm going to add an eye here and an eye over here for the sun. And then, you could add your mouth. Is your moon happy? Is your sun happy? That's one way. Let me show you another way you can do it. You can start by drawing the crescent like that. And because I'm using a whiteboard, if I want to give my my moon and nose more like that. That can also work. And then of course my eye would be here and my other eye would be here for the sun. And we can add details later. One more way that you can do this. We want to make the steps as easily as we can so that we have fun, right? It's never stressful. Should never be stressful in art class. How about just taking more of a shape like this, just a line, so that you could still have the moon on this side and the sun on this side with less of sort of a crescent shape. So I'm going to let you decide how you want to continue, how you want to split that face in half. Okay, I'm going to go back to the very first part because I kind of liked that crescent shape. So I'm just going to draw that crescent shape. Take your time, right? Take your time. If that's too difficult, just erase it and try again. If you're using a whiteboard, so easy peasy. I like my nose. I like my moon to have a nose like that. I'm going to give a big eye on this side for La Luna and a big eye on this side for El Sol, the sun and the moon. I'm liking this. My sun and moon are happy today. So I'm simply just going to do a mouth just like that. And look at that. They share the mouth. You can see my moon and you can see my sun. Let's give our sun some beautiful rays. There's so many ways you can do this. Watch me first. I'll just give you two choices to play around with, and then you can decide how you want to make your rays. And maybe you totally already know. You're like, Miss Freels, I already have an idea. You can just do wiggly lines like this that stretch out to the sides of your paper or your whiteboard. That's lovely. You could even add some details in between the wiggly lines so we can add some more colors. Okay, that's one way we can do the beautiful sun rays. I'm sure you are already thinking how you're going to do your sun rays, but let me give you just one more kind of idea here, and then you can decide how you want to do your sun rays. Remember, always take time to pause this video or watch it again. How about making some lines like zigzags like this? I like this one, I think. I'm feeling this one today. And I might also add some little loopy lines inside just for some more details. Why not, right? Satisfied with that. And remember, I'm going to be copying this on paper later and really taking more time to add colors and details. All right, what could we do on the moon side? Oh, there's so many different ideas. You could also do the same with just wiggly lines that reach out to the side of your paper or your whiteboard. You could do straight lines. You could do like clouds over here. There's just so many different options. I kind of like the idea of wiggly lines on this side for my moon. So look how easy and relaxing it is to make wiggly lines like this. And then inside, if you know how to draw stars, you could add stars like this in between the rays. If you don't know how to draw stars like that, no problem. How about some stars like this? Make an X, a vertical line through the middle and a horizontal line through the middle. An X, a vertical line through the middle and a horizontal line through the middle. You could do polka dots like this. There's so many wonderful details you can add to your moon and sun warm and cool color portrait. I kind of like the circles over there, so I'm going to add a few of those over here. And when you are satisfied with your whiteboard drawing, if you're using a whiteboard drawing, please take your time to basically do the exact same drawing on a piece of paper, but this time we get to really take our time and add details and colors. Remember, half of my drawing, this half, the sun, el sol, is going to be warm colors. And the other half, the moon, la luna, is going to be cool colors. Doesn't matter how you mix these beautiful colors or how you use them, but the purpose of this project is to definitely understand the difference between warm and cool colors. Let's get started. I'm going to get my piece of paper out and do this project for you all again. Super speed, adding color. I had so much fun with all of you today, creating the beautiful sun and moon portrait and learning about cool and warm colors and how we can possibly use warm, cool colors and cool colors in the future in our artworks to also help share our emotions and our feelings. For those of you who are in my art class, please make sure, take your time on your art. And also, remember to take a photo of it in Seesaw and turn it in to your art teacher. Art is so awesome, right? What a fun way to just relax and express ourselves with no stress. The best thing about art is if you feel like you make a mistake, you just try it in a new way. Okay, my friends, I can't wait to see you again next week to learn more about art and to just have a relaxing and wonderful time with each other. I'll see you soon. Bye.